The beta version of Elementor, version 3.33, gives us the custom classes that we needed for the new class system. But does it do something more? Does it remove the need for us to use at media? I'm going to give you a really basic example using a heading. And I know you could do this in style and you could use a font clamp, but I just want to make the point. I'm going to drop in a version 4 heading. Now, when it comes to sizing, you could go to style, you could go to typography, and you could go and drop it in for what your size is, pixels, REM, what you want to go for. I would normally drop in a font clamp formula. So whether you're on a desktop or a mobile, I'll have your maximum and minimum size and my font would grow. But what if you had an element and you wanted it to be a certain size, and then when you get to the mobile, you want a completely different size? What you would have done, and I'm going to drop in a version 3 heading to make the point. And this is a version 3 heading I've just added. I'm going to go over to Advanced tab. I'm going to ignore the typography, the one over here for style. I'm going to do it via custom CSS. So I've said select a H2 because this is a H2 heading, font size 50 pixel. And as soon as I do that, let me just make a point. If I do 5, it would go to 5 pixel. I'll also add in a color, hashtag FF0050, and it will now turn to that pinkish red color. So I've applied my style using custom CSS. And if I go to mobile, it still maintains that size. So I would have to drop in an at media syntax to say when you get to the mobile, I actually want it to be 20 pixel and I want the color to change to blue. The first thing I'm going to do is copy my existing code. I'm going to paste a copy below like that. I will then just change this to be 20. And now what will happen is it will change the desktop one because the second bit of code you do always overrides the first one. And I'm going to change this to be a blue color, but I want the 50 and the reddish pink to be active on the desktop. I don't want this one to kick in until I get to a certain size. So what I've now done is added in at media, only screen and max width 768. So you got a curly bracket and then another curly bracket over there to close it. This bit over here is my existing code except for the changes I made. What I'm saying is that up to a maximum width of 768, which will cover practically all smartphone mobiles and a range of tablets as well, up to that size, I want you to be 20 and blue, whereas the desktop remains as it is. And I am going to get onto what you can do in version 4. I just want to make sure you understand the theory behind what you were doing before. So we go over to the mobile now. I have not made any changes over here. Look, I haven't set no typography. I've not set any color. You go to custom CSS. That is now making the size smaller and we go to blue. But this is what you were doing before we were adding in at media. This is a really simple bit of CSS I've added. What if though you had quite lengthy, complicated code and you were doing some particular styling? Maybe it was about the number of columns. Maybe it was the layout for a loop grid. You know how you can like maneuver things around, or even to do with like your CSS grids and things. There's things you can do, even animations. What if when you get to the mobile or at media 768 or at media 500, minimum width, maximum width, however you want to do it, you want to apply a different bit of styling? What would happen is you would have to make sure you duplicate your code and you go and stick it in something like this. And then what if you wanted to do something completely different for the tablet as well? You got all these different styles kicking in. I wouldn't want to make it that complicated, but what if you did? This is where the new version 4 system is going to make things so much more easier for you. The first thing I'm going to do is copy this CSS at the top. I'm then going to click on my version 4 heading and I'm going to go to custom CSS. What the version 4 custom CSS does is it wraps everything in element.style. You can't delete it or overwrite it. What I'm going to do first is paste exactly what I had originally before. And you'll notice that my heading has not changed color and it has not changed size. This is something you are going to have to get used to. I'm going to remove the selector and I will remove the H2 and I'll remove the curly brackets that I originally had in the code I pasted. Now the heading has adopted the size and the color. Now let's go and apply the other style for the mobile. Let me remind you, in the version 3, we had this. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back over to my version 4 heading, and that's the code we've modified to work for version 4. Now here's the big difference. I don't need to do at media because the custom CSS code now stays in context of what you're viewing and doing on screen. So when I go over to the mobile now, there is no code there. It doesn't carry it through. It does carry it through visually, but it hasn't duplicated it. So if I was to now paste in my modified code, which is font size 20 and color blue, as you can see on the screen, it now changes it. I go to the desktop and I've got the desktop styling. I go to the mobile, I've got the mobile styling. I didn't have to stick in the @media as what I had for the version 3 heading. I know I'm showing you a very simplistic example with the heading, but I feel like it really drums home. Because normally you would use a font clamp formula, but imagine you've got an image that's 500 pixels and now you want it to be 200 pixels, or maybe there's some other funky CSS code you're using. This will simplify things, but it does take some getting used to. Remember, you've got a wrapper now, element.style, and you don't need to use the @media. Now, this is something that you're going to have to play around with, and even I will. And there may be instances where I kind of go, damn, I wish it was still @media. In fact, what would happen if I did pick all of this up? Let's just take all of this right now, go over to our version 4 heading, hit return a few times because you can't actually go outside of the wrapper curly brackets, which I'm trying to understand how much of a problem that's going to be. If I go and paste that in, and then I go to the mobile and I remove what we had here, that has not worked on my version 4 heading. So we're going to have to play around with this a little bit more. But as long as you pop in the relevant code bit, so you don't have to do the @media, into the viewport that you're looking at, you should be fine. But that is something that I was informed of when I did my version 4 custom CSS code video a couple of days ago. And that completely missed me by. So you don't need to always use @media, is what I'm trying to say. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.